Hi and welcome to another Free.volous episode. So today we're going through another batch of empties. I'm going through product like nobody's business, but I don't care because empty product is content. Yay! Let's jump into it right away. I have several products: hair, body, skincare, face skincare, and then makeup. I have it all today. A nice complete batch. Let's start with hair. The first thing that I finally got through is the Wear Detox Shampoo. This is for all hair types, by the way. I really like clarifying shampoos. I have very oily hair. My hair's not dyed. It's just this. So it sticks to my head really easily, and I really like to thoroughly cleanse it because I don't like to wash it every single day. I feel that it tends to get oilier if I do that, so I use some dry shampoo, and then I like to, when I go in with a shampoo every 2 or 3 days, I like to use a very good clarifying shampoo to remove all that debris. And this was a good one. It is a clarifying shampoo, but it is really gentle. It feels thick and it foams up really beautifully. It removes everything from your hair, but it doesn't feel very stripping, which for me, I wouldn't mind. It would be just a tad more stripping for my oily hair, you know, but it's great. I always wash twice, in case you're wondering. It took me a long time to go through it. It is a huge bottle of 300 mils. Thank you for that. The downside of this, apart from the price, I think this is a very pricey shampoo, is that this has a strong perfume scent to it, which I personally don't care for. I don't mind the smell of the wave spray, I think, from Wear also, but this is not exactly the same smell. It's within the same family. It's strong, perfumey. It's not my favorite. Of course, when using other styling products on top of it, it will probably, you know, start to disappear and it won't linger on your hair. But it's not, you know, when you're step into the shower and you start washing your hair, that's not the smell I want to have. And it's really pricey. For actually detoxing, not detoxing, that doesn't exist, but for actually deep clarifying and deep cleansing my hair, my favorite will always be, as far as I have tried, the Briogeo Scalp something deep cleansing shampoo, the one that comes in a tub, the blue one. That's the one that I really love, and I feel it goes deeper than this. And I have it already in my shower because I need it in my life. I'm not going to repurchase the Wear one. It was a nice experience. It's just the fragrance is not for me, and it's very expensive for what it is. I would say that people with colored hair would probably appreciate this, especially if they use lots of styling products, which many people do, because this actually really deep cleans your hair and your scalp without feeling at all stripping, which is a great thing. Now, one that I have already repurchased is the Cynthia Sylvia Stout Shampoo from Lush Cosmetics. This is a sensory based opinion only. This has a gentle, the good side of beer scent to it, and I really enjoy it. It's warm, so I will prefer it throughout the autumn and winter time when it's colder. It performs perfectly for a shampoo, a very normal shampoo that actually cleans your scalp, and for oily hair it does work, but it leaves your strands sort of, you feel like it's not too stripping, and it smells delightful, so that's why I have repurchased it. The smell will be able to linger on if you don't apply anything on top of it. Again, if you use conditioners with other scents, which is something that Lush should be aware of. If you have a conditioner, get the shampoo. If you have the shampoo, get a conditioner within the same scent. That will make some sense. But yes, this works with anything because it's a shampoo, but if you use it on its own and if you don't apply any conditioner nor any styling product, it will stay on your hair, and it feels really nice, to be honest. Next up is the Nana shower gel, and this has that kind of sweet-ish, vanilla-ish perfume that I really enjoy in body products. I bought this because this works This is the closest without being the exact scent. Same problem. If you have a shower gel, get the body cream. If you have the body cream, get the matching shower gel. Lush. Make it happen. This is the one that matches the best with my favorite scent of Lush, which is Sympathy for the Skin, which is a body cream. And because this works underneath it, they complement each other, they have the same kind of underlying notes, that I feel that this makes my body cream scent last longer on my skin, and I can feel it throughout the day. And I really enjoy this. It's a shower gel, so there's nothing much more to say. I always moisturize when I step out of the shower, so it feels absolutely fine. Right now I'm using American Cream, which is another scent that I really thoroughly enjoy as a shower gel. But yeah, I'll probably, if they don't discontinue this one, I'll probably go between this one and American Cream interchangeably until I find a new scent that I love. Up next is the Clarins Tonic Treatment Oil. This is a body oil. I got it as a gift with purchase, and it also came with a mini of the body cream of the same kind of line. This is really nice. Let me just show you the size of it. I got about 2 or 3 uses out of it because it's an oil. It goes a long way. And it is delightfully scented if you like those botanically more greeny kind of smells. It is actually delightful. The same with the body cream. They do their job. The skin is, you know, plumped and elastic and nourished without feeling heavy or sticky or tacky. It did its job. In terms of a huge difference comparing to other body oils or moisturizers, to be honest, I only used this about 3 times, so I couldn't tell long-term differences, and in the immediate moment I couldn't say. I enjoy the experience. As far as my favorite body oils, the one from Deciem, the Retin-Oil, I think it's called, from Skin Chemistry, is it the brand? Oh, names. The body oil with retinol, that's my favorite, and also as just a plain oil for the skin, the Uriage Barrière d'Herbe oil is delightful. So those are the ones I will probably always go back and forward between. I use oils mostly in the wintertime when I'm drier. Up next, this is a different one. This is the Prive Ageless Throat and Décolletage Night Cream. And I've seen so many people talk about this that I had to give it a go. I got this on sale. This is a smaller size, but it lasted me, I think, almost 2 months. So it is enough for me to see if I notice any difference, right, in terms of the wrinkles on my throat and my neck, which they say it will help. It smells delightful. It has a generic, you know, skincare scent. If you smell it, you'll know what I mean. It lingers a bit on the skin, but because I like the smell, I don't mind it, but it's always so subjective. The thing is, I didn't notice any difference on my lines on my neck in terms of using this cream or my other skincare that I always bring down my neck. If you're somebody that never applies a moisturizer or skincare to your throat or to your neck area, I would say probably you would notice a difference, like someone who never applies a moisturizer to their skin and always has, you know, dry skin, kind of crackly and sunken in, and then they start applying moisturizer, they notice the biggest difference. But if you bring your skincare down your neck, I don't know if you would notice a huge difference. For me, it didn't do anything. It felt nourished and bouncy, and it wasn't heavy, it wasn't sticky, really pleasant to use, but you know, the lines disappearing did not happen for me. Up next, let's start with the face, and the first thing that I have is Pixi and Caroline Herrn's Double Cleanse. Oh, such news, isn't it? I always have one of these at home. It's one of my all-time favorite cleansers. When my skin is going berserk, this is the only thing that I use to cleanse, because I know this is not going to worsen any situation. It's not going to irritate, strip down my skin. It just works beautifully, and at the same time, it takes makeup, SPF and grime off of my face, but it does so in such a gentle way. It doesn't have a fragrance or anything, of course, because this is meant to be as sensitive skin friendly as possible. You have the solid cleansing oil side, which is kind of Clinique take the day off kind of texture, or Hamish cleansing balm texture. And then you have the cleansing cream. This is a very nice cream that you massage into the skin. This does not foam up or anything like that. But both of these can be either removed with a washcloth or with just water. They emulsify beautifully. You can rinse them out very well without ever stripping the skin. I like to keep this as an emergency product, and also because I love to try out cleansing oils and cleansing balms and all of that. So I keep rotating. There's nothing wrong I can say about this, except for it's small. It will last me about 1 month or a month and a half maybe, and I wish it was a bit less expensive and easy to get a hold of in Portugal, by the by, because you can't get it in Sephora. You have to order it online. I already have one on the way because I need to have one in my stash at all times. Up next, Paula's Choice Defense Hydrating Gel to Cream Cleanser. This is a wonderful foaming cleanser for those of you who like that. I really like that in the summertime when I'm oilier and my skin starts to feel a bit too much. I love to go with this as a second cleanser, or in the morning to start with a clean canvas. And this is a delightful experience. You know, it's a foaming cleanser. There is so much it can do. It does have a few antioxidants, but this is not a leave-on product, so the effects it will have on your skin are kind of, you know, it's a foaming cleanser, you wash it off, but it has a delightful texture. It's a thick gel that you massage into the skin and that starts to foam up, and again it creates a thick foam which is super delightful, and you rinse it off and it washes clean. Your skin feels clean. I would say people with dry skin will feel slightly stripped. For me, is just that perfect point. And also because I always go in with my skincare, humectants, moisturizers, I don't feel that using something that is slightly stripping as your cleanser would be too damaging, but to each their own. I just really enjoyed this one. I didn't get a new one because I'm really enjoying the new CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. That one is fantastic and it's so affordable. It's really hard for me to get these kinds of, you know, generic moisturizers and generic cleansers from more expensive brands when you can get them nice for cheap. This one you can get nice for cheap, but I adored the experience. This is the I'm From Rice Serum, and this is a calming serum with lots of soothing ingredients, but also niacinamide. And I always like to have a niacinamide serum in the evening to use with my retinoids. It's supposed to be a great partner for retinoids to help with those dark spots and hyperpigmentation, which are a huge concern for me. And the texture of this, I mean, there are plenty of fantastic serums within this range of thing, like the Inky List Niacinamide Serum. That one is fantastic. This is just a more elevated formula that feels a bit more silky on the skin, feels a bit more nourishing on the skin off the bat. You know, I learned about this through Gotamista. I'll probably get a new one. Right now I'm using the Geek and Gorgeous Niacinamide Serum, which is super affordable and gets the job done. And I'm really happy with it, but this one is on the list. Last is makeup, and I am sad to see some of these go, but it's time. The first one is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I've used this for years on end, and it's time for it to go. I found other products that I prefer, and at the same time, Too Faced is losing a bit of its steam for me. I haven't felt the need to go to their counter and look up what's new from them in a long time. And also, yes, as I said, I found some things that work better for me, like the Dior concealer that I usually rave about. And also this one, I never seem to be able to find my exact match in terms of this product, and the problem is because this is a very high coverage concealer, I need to have a good match, you know. I've tried several shades, never the exact match, but I've loved this concealer for a long time. It has a huge coverage. It doesn't feel too heavy on the skin, although it is heavier because of the coverage. It blends beautifully. It sets without feeling too crackly. It is a very good high coverage concealer for blemishes and stuff like that, but it's time for it to go, and this was my last bottle and it's going. Next up is the Sephora 10 Hour Wear Perfection Foundation. I raved about this about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I don't know. And this is the same bottle, and I must say, although this says it only lasts for 12 months after open, but I've tried to make do, you know, use it up, keep on using it up a bit longer. I don't use the same foundation every day, so I take a bit longer to go through my foundations. But this one, the texture of it, I think is changing in some way. It's not serving my skin the way it used to serve. It used to smooth out the texture of my skin in a creamy way that I really enjoyed, but it doesn't do that anymore, and I haven't been grabbing this foundation. It's too old to give it away, so it's going, and that's just life. Lastly, mascaras, and I have 3 to talk about. One of them is Hourglass Caution. Can I be any more repetitive? I still adore this foundation, this mascara, and I have just repurchased a new mini of these. I don't feel like buying the big ones is useful because these last, for me, over the 3 months that they should, so it's just on point, and I don't have to spend that much money. And this is a delightful mascara. It works beautifully on my lashes. I can build it up to a thick, voluminous lash. It doesn't feel crackly, drying. It doesn't make those spidery lashes, but if I want to go with just one coat and pretend that I'm not wearing mascara that day, I can also do that. It is far more long wearing on me than most mascaras, although it can smudge a bit when it's really hot. It's not a tubing mascara, although it's close to that duration on my lashes, but it's not an actual tubing mascara. If they did this in a tubing formula, I'd go berserk. I have to try the other one from them, but it's really hard to get a hold of in Portugal, so I'm always buying the one that I can find in Sephora, which is this one. Next up, I wanted to say I'm sad to see it go, but I actually am not. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, waterproof. I tried to give, I've done a video on this years and years ago. I didn't like it then, but I thought, well, my skin type has changed, my way to do my makeup has changed a little bit, maybe I can give it a go, because I really like the effect that Better Than Sex Mascara has on my lashes. It's just, it crumbles and it melts on me really easily because I have oily skin. So I decided to give this one a go. I'm probably used it, I don't know, 5-10 times at most, but it smudges. I don't know why they call this waterproof. I mean, it may be waterproof, but it's not oil proof, which is what you want for your eyes, for your eyelashes. The oils from your eyes are the thing that starts to melt off the mascara, and the oils from your concealer. So yeah, I never managed to make this work. I really hoped that Too Faced would... It's time for Too Faced to upgrade their formulas from the Better Than Sex Mascara, because the effect is there. The luscious, thick, fluttery lashes are there. It's just the formula that is not long wearing at all. Now, talking about long wearing, Clinique Lash Power. Can you see this? There is, from using it up, the writing has gone. This is a tubing mascara. This is the most long-lasting mascara on my eyes. It doesn't budge, it doesn't flake, it doesn't melt. It's perfect in every single way, except the finish. I have to build this up a lot to get a thicker, voluminous finish. So I end up not grabbing it as often as I should, because this is actually a really good mascara. And you can see the wand is teeny tiny. So you can realize how the effect of that on the lashes is going to happen. I can still make it do to get a thicker lash, but I usually use this when I'm trying to go for a no makeup kind of day, or no mascara kind of day because this is that kind of mascara. I wish that Clinique would take this formula, get a new wand with a different shape and see if it works for creating thicker lashes, because that will be perfection, I'd say. It's really hard to find a tubing mascara. I've had some recommendations from you in my comments a couple of videos back, but it's really hard to find those and I couldn't, so I shan't. I'll probably get another Clinique one, and I already have a new cushion in my stash at work. So that's it. This was a very lengthy video. Pray for me, trying to get all the links for you in both blogs, Portuguese and English. It's gonna take me a long time to create this blog post and all that, but it was with all my love for you. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, leave me a thumbs up, leave me comments down below, let me know what you want to see next from me, which are your empties, your couldn't live without them items, and the ones that you went through and you didn't like. And also, as usual, if you haven't, please consider subscribing to my teeny tiny channel. That will mean the world to me, and thank you for spending your time on me, and I'll see you on my next video.